Welcome to the Chicago Bridge Magazine Black History Every Day. That's right, I said every day, not just in February, but every day. And I am your host, Brigette Wiley, and I have two extraordinary guys here with me today. Special guests by the name of Tommy Jack 248 and Ed Wax. How you guys doing today?
Yeah, we pretty good. How you doing out there? How the weather out there in Vegas?
Oh, the weather is awesome off the chain. I'm thinking about going swimming after this interview.
Oh yeah,
I love Vegas.
yeah. See, unfortunately, we in Michigan. The weather just changed. It might snow today, then it might be hot the next minute. So it's like we don't know what to
Yes.
wear.
Just like in Chicago.
Oh
You
yeah, so
know, in Chicago we carry our boots, gloves, and hats in the trunk all year round.
hoodies and shorts. Hoodies and shorts.
Right, right. So how you guys doing?
We pretty good. Coming off dropping another movie. We in our
Okay,
seventh season. The Plugged In 248 series. Plugged
okay,
in, plugged out. So yeah,
okay. You're movie producers, and are you both artists too? Music artists?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Music
music
artists.
artists.
Okay.
Yeah, we do movies like we clothing brands, all type of stuff. I got Indica's Only clothing line, Sativa's Only, and Toxic Mentality.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah,
Party promoting
party.
everything.
Yeah,
You know what? I think is really great that you all have came together to do this. But let's break this down and see how this all started. Let's start with you, Tommy. Tommy Jack 248. Let's start with how did you get this name and what does it mean?
it pretty much was like a remix of my original name and stuff. 'Cause, like I always wanted to keep stuff original from the beginning. Like my name is Thomas Jackson, so
Okay.
Tommy Jack 248 wasn't hard to come for. It like it's like at first my first name was Mr. Jackson 248. At first, I'm like, okay, whether I'm a rapper or whether I'm gonna be a doctor or something, I can still go with Mr. Jackson.
Right.
Right.
My dad always taught me to value your name when I was growing up and stuff. And if I'm gonna have to be anything, I want it to be something close, you know.
Right. Okay. Okay. So tell me where you from and what you do.
I'm from Pontiac, Michigan. I'm a director. I'm an artist. Own a clothing line. Um, like party promotion. I try to do a little bit of everything. It's like
Mhm.
I try to stay busy.
Okay. And when did you like what did you start doing first? And like what age did you
I,
start doing what you do?
I would say I started doing music around the age of 9.
Hmm.
And I kind of just like played with it until like around my teenage years and stuff, but I always was good at it. So I kind of just kept playing with it to the point where I was able to start editing myself and just start being able to do more stuff for myself with it and started taking it a little bit more serious. Because at first, like I say, it was just more of a hobby. I felt like the movies was more of a gateway. I mean, a gateway to being able to get my music more known because people like visuals nowadays.
Now, were you inspired by someone to do what you do?
As far as music or movies.
Both.
I mean, like I liked it. Eminem, like I liked it, his wordplay when I was coming up. Like that was like the first person that I started paying attention to rap patterns and stuff when I first started listening to like Eminem. And like I like DMX. I think he might have been kind of like an inspiration. Tupac. Yeah, I like a little bit of everything. I got a variety range of what I listen to. That's why my music is such a variety. You might hear a hip hop joint. You might hear a club song. You never know what you're gonna listen. It's really just how I be feeling when I hear the beats.
Ed Wax, how did you get started?
Well, music. I started in music. I've
Okay.
been doing music like all my life, really. Um, and then like pretty much from there, like it just music is just a gateway. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it just leads to so many different opportunities. So we've been through that. I've been doing acting. I've been doing acting probably like 7 years. I've been doing party promoting. We've been doing charities. The biggest one we did was I guess like for Flint, Michigan, the water crisis. We was doing parties and donating all the everything to them. We
Okay.
sponsored like 6 families.
Yeah.
So I've been doing charity in like Africa and Uganda. I've been doing that like the last 2 years. Just throwing
Wow.
like for an orphanage. Um, a little bit of everything.
Okay.
But like plugged in, plugged out. This season and movie, that's our biggest project to
Yeah.
date. Like it really it really opened up the gates for everything.
Yeah.
So
And we only like the plugged in series only started what like last July? Like last July and we in the
well,
7th season. Yeah. I'm
well,
talking about the plugged in, plugged out series.
yeah, but
Not the yeah.
all together since 2019 is when we started the filming.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you guys meet?
So you want me to tell you? You want to tell
All
it?
right, go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right. So this how we
No,
met.
if he lying, I'm gonna cut him off. All right.
All right.
Okay.
So look, we met online, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like so we
Oh,
had a mutual
wait, back up. Online?
online.
Yeah.
Like
So you,
we was
you
in a
never saw each
contest
other in person. You met online.
online.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
So we had a mutual friend.
Uh-huh.
I did a song with him, and then Tommy he did a song with him, and then like it was like a competition of which song was better. So we met through that, and we wound up collaborating together on like 2 different songs before we ever met in person.
Okay.
And then I wound up inviting him to my video shoot, and we met at the video shoot. And we've been that's my bro. We've been locked in ever since.
Yeah.
Now you guys from the same city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I'm almost
Huh?
like his uncle, to be honest. I'm almost like his uncle. Even though I'm younger than him, I'm almost like his uncle.
Don't
He
believe that.
Really?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, bro. I'm his real uncle.
He ain't my uncle. Don't listen to him.
I'll tell you the story later.
Very sorry. Nice. Okay, all right. I think I believe that one alone. So you guys met first doing music
Yeah.
on the music tip, and then you went into doing the movies, right?
Yeah, it was like us, like you say, it was like a gateway to that because it was like we was trying to promote the music more, and I
Okay.
ended up going to school, and I really went to school just to do our music like videos, to be honest. But I got in there and found out it was so much people trying to do music videos, and it was like no one in my class trying to do movies. So I just took that opportunity, like, oh, everybody gonna go left, I'm gonna go right, and it kind of brought us here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I could say we went from music, and then we went into we went straight into promoting. Really,
Like
I think
parties.
the first event we had, we threw like a Mothers Against Violence event in
Uh,
our city. So
Yeah.
that was kind of like the first big thing we did. Like it was like in a newspaper. It had like news coverage. It was, it was a pretty good event. It was like it was like age friendly. It was kids there, older people. It was a nice vibe. So
Yeah.
we just went from there.
Now, Ed, you said you did some events in Africa.
No events. I threw like
Charities.
charities, like where I get all the food for like the kids in the orphanage. I was paying like the
Send
rent for
money
them.
in the orchestra.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, talk to them on live. They in return. I see videos of everybody. Like it was nice. It was definitely a humbling experience. You know what I'm saying? It made me appreciate what I have and how much we take for granted here.
Yeah.
Like
That's really extraordinary. That's awesome. Um, so like, how do you guys come together with the movies? Like one of you write or you both write, one produce, one works the camera.
We both kind of like as for the plugged in plugged out series, it's more like it's like we have an idea but we improv a lot
Yeah, we
in the plugged in series. Like I have like actual scripts and stuff that I wrote to. I haven't really got to them yet. Like I feel like we just been building up our main characters to do what we want to do later on. So it's like a learning experience at the same time. But
Okay.
like we all building together. It's like it helps everybody. Like by people being in the movie, they're being seen a lot. So more people checking on their music or if they got clothing lines with wearing stuff in the movies and stuff, and it's helping them with their clothing line. So it's full circle.
Yeah.
Like when everybody that's a part of it, it's like benefiting some way.
The thing that's unique about plugged in, plugged out is like it's pretty much everybody's playing their self. So it's like it's really no actors. It's like it's a it's a storyline to it, but for the most part, everybody's playing them. So
Like when we say playing them, as far as if this happened to you and you was in this situation, how would you react? Oh, okay, somebody just came up and somebody just slapped your mother. Okay, how you gonna react to that situation? And it's you gonna react how you. I'm not gonna tell you how to react. You gotta react
Right,
how you gonna react.
right,
You
right.
know?
Okay.
Yeah.
so
Wow.
but like shout out to our cast. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lot of them are artists and different entrepreneurs that have a lot of different lanes. So we just try to shed light on whatever they doing.
And we would start naming some individuals, but it's 200 and something people on the cast, and I don't want to name a couple because people get mad when you don't name them. They're like, "Well, I
Yeah,
couldn't be." Yeah, so shout out to everybody on the cast. We
two
appreciate
hundred, 200.
it.
You would definitely forget somebody.
Right. It
It'd
ain't
be the
that
next.
much, right?
It is though. If you go down, if look at the credits, like in the movie
Yeah,
entirely,
it probably it is
it's
probably
200. Yeah,
all over the season.
yeah,
Yeah, all
yeah,
the
yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
Speaking of forgetting your cast,
So.
have you ever forgotten anybody in your credits?
This just
Yeah.
happened this week, and like, you
Yeah.
know what? The person, this is my dog. It's so funny because he was on what season 2 or 3.
Hey, shout out to Rich
Oh
Dollar.
yeah,
That's
Rich.
our bro. We've been
The
locked in
person,
for a
the
long time.
person that we missed, Rich Dollar. Hey, my bad, bro. We would have been put you in there. We knew you too long not to put you in there. But that's so funny that you asked that.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, but like, was it like season 3, the last one, or season 4 he was in?
season 5.
So he let us go all the way to season 7 and didn't say nothing until that with stuff like
What?
that. So you should have been saying something, Rich, if you've seen this.
But we appreciate everybody that's been
Yeah,
involved. So everybody played a key part in the success of the movie, and we just wanted to keep pushing and making it bigger.
yeah,
That's our
yeah.
goal. So
Every piece it counts in the puzzle.
right.
So
So my next question is, how do you find your actors and actresses?
They
walk
just
down the street.
sometimes they just pop up.
If we
Right? They see the camera.
like some people be like what you don't realize is most people dreams was to be like athletes, movie stars, like all time, but it's like people never really presented that opportunity outside of Hollywood or
Yeah,
like major areas that's filming and stuff. So it's like even on a independent level, it's people that don't even know how to go about being an actor
Right.
right,
or who do I contact and stuff like that. So when they see us out there just filming and stuff, and they just
Like
sitting there watching, I want to be in this, and
right.
everybody want to be a part of something. So
And we come from a small city. You know what I'm saying? We come from Pontiac. It's right outside of Detroit. And I really got my acting start in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we didn't really have too many outlets here, so we really just took what I'm saying, our involvement from being in the city, and we brought it to our city
yeah,
to get exposure to the people here. Because we got a story to tell too. So that's a big thing for us, just our city to be shown in the right way.
yeah.
So
And it was an open lane. Nobody was doing movies up there. We didn't have Pontiac movies and stuff. So it's
Right.
like why not bring it in?
So did you guys ever enter any movie contests or, got any opportunities to, be in some
Like
award?
awards and stuff type thing.
Yeah.
We could I know how to get into a lot of things and stuff, but like as far as like my film, I don't feel like I put my best work out yet. So it's
Okay.
so I got stuff that I got that I'm waiting to shoot that I just really just can't wait to film, but it gotta be right. I'm not gonna film it unless it's under these conditions. I want it to be exactly how I wrote it. So it's
Yeah.
like once I start getting to those more, like yeah, but like as far as the series, it's like we're having fun with this, people enjoying it, people
right.
can watch it and laugh or serious moments. It's like it's
Far as the
yeah.
far as the opportunities, we definitely get opportunities to come through the emails for like the independent festivals and stuff like that. We just haven't tapped into it yet.
Even a couple networks tried to pick us up, and it's a lot of stuff. But it's just one thing we real big on is being able to. We don't really like restrictions, and I don't mean
Right.
like restrictions. Like everybody got a boss at some point.
Right.
I don't
Right.
like for our content to be restricted. So
Hmm.
that Like at the end of the day, it's like some of these people or some of these movies wouldn't even be out here if some people didn't go on a limb and just try it.
Right.
So it's like, why restrict us?
And at the same time, I want to say shout out to Sandman. You know, we just
Oh yeah, Sam, melanated vision programming
yeah,
for sure.
we just did a deal with them. You know,
Okay.
with our season 7. You know, it's only on melanated vision programming. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
it's just a new venture that we trying to start. So everybody want to watch us, you know, tap into melanated vision programming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Get
plugged
that.
in, plugged out. Web series, movies. We got the Boss Friends. It's not on Roku yet and stuff, but we have YouTube series and stuff too. But guys, I'm gonna be making a lot more stuff strictly for YouTube, strictly for Roku, or whatever else comes our way. At this point, we just trying to put out as much content while we can, because like in the meantime, like since we dropped the movie, we start working on like 4 or 5 projects for the music because we're gearing up to get back ready for season 8.
Right.
So we
Right.
have to get all our music out, soundtracks and stuff like that, and then we can go back into movie mode.
So I don't know if you guys said this already, but how long is this relationship been going between you guys?
2013.
Yep. 13, yeah.
Yeah, 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, I say it's a brotherhood. I feel like I already knew him my whole life. We actually had like so many mutual, like family and friends in
Yeah.
common. Like
Yeah.
we just never crossed paths.
Yeah.
So like it's crazy because I am his real uncle. You know, so I just
Nah,
want to throw
man,
that out
whatever.
there.
No, but you know, like when you growing up and stuff like that, it's like a 2-3 year old. I mean, a 2-3 like age difference.
Uh-huh.
That's big when you growing up. If somebody's 16 and somebody 19, or somebody 17 and somebody 19 and stuff like.
So we
Right,
just
right.
go there, bro.
Yeah. So we was around each other, but we wasn't really crossing each other paths. Is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to get to.
Got you.
Yeah. So.
Well, I can see the chemistry in you two are like really great. It
Oh yeah, I
looks-
can't stand him.
Oh,
yeah.
I hate him too, Bridget.
Yeah, that's my
I just want to
dog.
see you, Bridget. That's all you need.
Excuse me. You guys really did like start the movies together, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
I'm mostly behind the camera, but he
Mhm.
occasionally gets behind the camera and he helps direct and he helps like I say, like even filming. So I like when I'm filming a lot of stuff, I hate driving and stuff. My bro just happen to love to drive. And little do he know and stuff like that helps me a lot too. Cause sometimes I might do a little bit more just because he did drive and stuff. Cause like just driving and then going, like I don't know if it's a mental thing,
Mhm.
but when you do something where you feel like you working and then you got to do something else, it's just like I'm already drained. I ain't got time for it. No,
Right.
like I was telling somebody the other day, I had a dream. I went to work and I worked the whole day, like the whole shift and everything.
What?
And like I'm thinking it's like the regular day, and then boom, I just wake up and it was time to go to work. I had to call off. I was I was already drained. I couldn't do it.
That's wild.
Now, Ed, what inspired you to do movies and music?
Wow, well, music. I don't know. It's just always been a part of my life, like music. Like since I was able to talk. I mean, you know, I used to want to do R&B until like my voice changed. It's rap. Well, I really started off like rap wise. I wound up doing poetry first, and then it kind of just transformed into that.
Yeah, and that's funny
So,
because
that's
that's where
I
usually
started
start. I try to write somebody a poem and it turned into a rap. Yeah.
Well, rap is like poetry.
Yeah, so it was just a crossover from poetry or whatever. And,
Yeah.
like far as movie wise, like I just always wanted to be an actor. You know, like I said, I kind of started first, like far as the acting part of it. You know, like I was going outside our city. I was going to a bigger city where Outlet was at, and I was starting something with them. And we just wasn't getting the looks we wanted or we needed. You know what I'm saying?
Or just having to be somewhere out for 6-7 hours to get a 30-second role for some and stuff. That was just like too much. Versus when we film, we literally, I don't know if it's a chemistry thing, but like when we with our cast and stuff like that. But we might be out there and give us 20 minutes, give us 1 hour. You go and see how much we film in 1 hour. Like just if we got everything we need. And I mean, like, just as far as like, if we got all our cast, people like schedules lining up and stuff, it wouldn't be far fetched to say we can drop a movie every week.
Shout out Jazzy, you know what I'm saying? I want to say shout out to them because I already started doing movies with them. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed to have like 2 different movie premieres with them, sold out, you know, at Bel Air in Detroit. So, you know, like that kind of was my start, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, ours, it just kind of took off.
Well, how many shows would you guys say that you've done together? Movies and shows.
Like
Like
movies, or you talking about
seasons?
performance shows?
Yeah, I'm referring to movies. How many movies would you say you've done together?
I don't know. Like
Well, it was
we did 7 seasons, and
7 seasons, and then it was what we were doing, Boss Friends.
but
We did.
but fun fact, people that don't know, like we really started filming in like 2014. We was just like we had little roles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we was. I wasn't behind the camera at that
Yeah,
point.
we
You
was
was.
behind it.
When you more behind?
Yeah, I went to school for it as well. Like I was a little bit behind the camera, but we hooked up with our boy Jeff. Shout out to AMD. He kind of like he was trying to like film short films, and we was we was doing a little acting in that.
It wasn't really popular at the time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those short films and stuff wasn't really popular when he was trying to do it. And now ironically it's popular. So it's like,
Right.
but we tried it back then.
So we been dibbling and dabbling for a while. So
Yeah.
Well, who are some of your favorite producers, movie producers? You know that you kind of
uh
mimic yourselves after of.
well definitely Tommyjack and Ed Rex them. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, but it's the
I like
Spike
that. I
Lee
like that.
and the George Lucas's and
I
it's
was expecting to hear Spike Lee, maybe.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
I said Spike Lee. Spike Lee.
Oh, you
It's
did?
like
Okay.
I like
50 Cent for me, you know what I'm saying? That was big. Like, I think his whole movement kind of just sparked me, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen him just go from so many different lanes and just to come through like that. I think that was motivation to a lot of people, that Black
Yeah.
Hollywood is real, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead. I gotta say it's Master P for me though.
oh, yeah,
Like back
definitely,
then, I always looked at like he made it in
definitely.
the business and the music industry, and he made it in to the NBA.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So like, at the end of the day, you gotta respect that, and like he's
Right.
always been relevant. Like whether he's doing something this or he's doing that. Like even the clothing, like he did clothing too.
Right.
So it's like
Yeah. Oh,
that's I kind of just want to be in every area. I don't want to get restricted to one lane. And like
Right.
I say, I work with seniors and stuff. And one thing they told me is don't limit your stuff. You can be good and more. You can be good at more than one thing. Like you say,
Right.
you learn something, you get good at it, you do it to the best of your ability. You go to the next thing and stuff like you're gonna have a long life if you take care of yourself. So just try to learn as much as you can.
Right. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that as well.
you know.
Um, so do you guys look, I mean, do you look at yourselves as doing something extraordinary? Like, do you look at it like it's a big deal?
Well, it's we living in the moment right now, so it's kind of hard to see it as a whole, like as far as the big picture of it. But
People tell us and
yeah,
stuff, and they try to let us know and stuff like sometimes we don't see it as much, but they definitely try to let
but
us know.
we definitely we definitely like are the first of a lot of different things, and just trying to just go into all these different lanes and avenues. Like, so yeah, I think we are. I think like later on, after the work is done, I think we have time to really sit back and appreciate it more and really look at it as a whole. But right now, we just trying to get to it. We just we never give up. We just try to go harder and harder. We motivate each other, you know what I'm saying? And that's black excellence right there, you know what I'm saying? We try to
Absolutely.
better each other all the time, you know what I'm saying? And everybody around us, like we don't feel bigger than the next person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we all in the mud together,
yeah, and
like
we
so.
try to make everything better than our last thing. Like if you see something, if you like it and stuff, guarantee the next one gonna be better than the
Oh
last
yeah,
one. Like
definitely.
that's 100%. I'm a big critic of myself. I sit there
Right.
and I watch stuff, and if, even the little tiniest thing that y'all might not catch, if I can't do that one on the next one,
Right.
or I don't like that, I'm not gonna do that shot no more and stuff. But it's like at the same time, I went to school for this and everything, but certain stuff school can't teach you. You got to learn in the field.
Right.
So
Right.
it's like even having really good grades in school and graduating and all that type of stuff. It was like a lot of stuff that I didn't know going out there with them cameras. And I had to just learn like, oh, I can't really be in super loud places, so I'm trying to get good audio, or I need good lighting. I can't just be in dark, dim places and stuff like that because lighting means a lot in movies. Like whether people believe that or not or know that or not, You need some good lighting when you're doing stuff because it's easier to edit. It's like
And
it's like
the crazy thing about it is we both went to school for it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't finish. I didn't graduate. I had like a lot of stuff going on. But like what I took away from it all was more like, website building and marketing and different stuff like that. And he took the camera of it. So it's kind of like it kind of just went hand in hand. But I only went because we was already in the music. We was already trying to venture to other things. You know what I'm saying? But he just took it an extra step and just finished it. You know what I'm saying? But it all come to the same place. Like so
yeah,
I feel like when he went to school, when he graduated, I was right there
yeah,
celebrating with him because I felt like I did it too.
yeah.
So
Okay. So, what's next for you two?
I'm go ahead, say something
the
first.
world,
They say the word.
yeah, the world.
I'm trying to just expand the genres and stuff in my stuff. 'Cause, like I got so much that I want to do, and I want to show the world that cause like I haven't. I don't feel like I've been able to do like 70% of what I can do yet. I don't even feel like I don't even feel like I did 50% of what I can do or show what I can do because A, I haven't had enough hands behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
B, our budgets haven't really been what they needed to be to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
And I
Right.
need the right act because I want to be able to pay my actors and stuff where hey, I'm skipping work or whatever and stuff to go do this because they gonna go pay me more at the end of the day.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So I haven't really got to that point as far as that to have everything that I need. But once I get to these scripts and stuff that I'm really planning these dramas and all this other
Mhm.
stuff, like then people really gonna know. But
And one thing I realize is like it really don't matter what we do. I realize like the bigger that we get, and the more we push ourselves, like everything else just trickle down to that. So it's just like it's probably like a million, what I'm saying, producers or directors and stuff like that, and it might not hit for them because they're not investing into themselves. You know what I'm saying? And investing is not always money. You know what I'm saying? It's energy. You know what I'm saying?
time.
Yeah, you got to have a positive mindset, like as far as dealing with people and just looking at life, because life will beat you down if you let it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just to overcome all that, that's how you get to a bigger place, a better place. So,
Well, would you say that you've had a whole lot of obstacles in
definitely.
doing your music?
Every corner. The higher we get, the more we do, the
Hmm.
more people get mad at us. The more stuff happen in life. Like it's just like it's. But that anytime stuff like that happen, it just reassures that we on our right path, and
Right.
that's just the devil trying to steer us in a
Yeah,
different direction because they know what we got coming up, and he know that we ain't gonna stop. I just pretty much kick them in the face and just like, hey, you doing that? I got something for you. So
and I think the big difference between like successful people is like we got each other to talk to about stuff like that because we pretty
Yeah.
much going through it at the same time. So I could be down, and he might tell me something to pick me right back up. Like as long as you never really forget who you are, so it can never stop you. So no,
yeah, and it's like I say, like we've been able to be in the same group, and a lot of groups don't really last and stuff when people working together for long period of times and stuff. Like we can have disagreements, stuff. I get mad at him all the time and stuff like that. But the difference is, I tell him I'm mad at him. I'm not gonna sit around
Right.
him and just be over there, just,
yeah,
and he'll tell me if he mad at me, and we both can be mad, but we gonna say, well, like we ain't about to fight about it or nothing like that. You
Right.
gonna tell me what's up? Okay, I don't agree. We can agree to disagree. That's that.
but we value and respect each other's opinions.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like that's what it is.
That's pretty awesome, and you need that. You need to respect each other's opinions and make your relationships work.
yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely. Would you guys like to share like a challenge that you all had in doing this,
Wow.
and how you
And
overcame it?
that would be like where to start.
I don't think we got enough time for that. But, yeah.
Just one.
Like the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge.
Keeping everybody together, like and
That's
being
one.
able to work with each other and stuff because people get in. It seems like the movie sometimes doing these movies and stuff like that. The energy that they projecting in the movies sometimes spill off into real life,
Yeah,
Okay.
and
definitely.
sometimes people might be playing a role, they beefing in the movie and stuff to the point where it start happening in real life and stuff. So I
Oh
feel
wow.
like we be trying to, yeah. So we be trying to defer all that stuff at the
Right.
same time, but at the same time put out content that people like been wanting to watch from us. Because
Yeah.
it's like I got to a point where I was about to just do a completely different genre and stuff, and but our audience wanted what they wanted.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm
I
just like,
say
yeah.
I say that definitely was a big challenge, but for me personally, like I guess like the biggest challenge for me is just like recently, like in October, I became like a single father or whatever, and
Mhm.
like it happened to me at our peak. Like the movies was going, we was in the club, we was doing promo, we was doing all, we was on this big run, but
Mhm.
a situation happened with my youngest children, 4 and 5, and unfortunately they had to go into the system. So I had to get him out. And I had to get him out while we was doing all these things. And it was like I had the choice, like, just to keep doing what I was doing. But a part of me just wouldn't let myself do it because I'm like, man, I'm good, but it's a whole other part of me, what I'm saying, it's not good. And like for me to keep going forward, I had to bring them along.
And continue to, make your dreams happen, and channel that all that, into what you're doing, That's that's very awesome of you.
Yeah.
Um
One thing, I'm sorry,
I
bro.
think I know what you about
Oh
to say
yeah.
too. Yeah, go
Now I was
ahead.
about to say one thing he always tell me, he was like, as long as we doing right, it's always gonna work out for us. So, we just always try to do the right thing. Like no matter what. We never try to get over on nobody because we really are firm believers that it all come back to you.
Yeah, but we also believe we got to put in the work, and everybody got to do their part
Right.
to get there. Cause like let's just be honest, like everybody can't be the main character, but
right.
it can be somebody that's good at. You might not be good at acting, but you might be good at holding this light up for. And
Mhm.
like, and when I say it like that, I don't mean to say it like in a funny way, but because
Yeah.
people that hold up lights and do all that stuff and move, they get paid good.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they get paid good and stuff to do that. But what I'm saying is everybody got their role. Like even with janitors,
Everybody
if
got
you
their part.
yeah, like if
Hmm.
you a janitor and like let's just say that's just what you good. That's just what you good at. That's be the best janitor you can be. Ain't nobody knocking that.
You
But
know what?
I'm just huh?
I got, not to cut you off, but I know exactly what you mean. I got an opportunity to work on the Batman movie, Dark Knight. I
Oh
was a security guard, not work on the movie, but work on the set as a
yeah.
security guard. I was a real security guard. But it
Mm-hmm.
showed me all the different parts in movies. You got the
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
wardrobe, you
Yeah.
know, everybody is needed and everybody is important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes everybody want the main spotlight. But one thing about we learned about movies, people gonna like who they like. People
Yeah.
gonna dislike who they dislike, and they gonna want to see more who they want to see more. So at the end of the day, like we don't try to just pick and choose. We let the audience choose at the end of the day. Like so, at the end of the day, we just try to keep it where everybody happy. And like I said, long as we doing right and we on the right path and stuff, I always feel like stuff gonna work out for us.
Right. And at the same
Hmm.
time, I just want to say salute to you. You know what I'm saying? You done a lot of things, a lot of accomplishments, you know what I'm saying? And it's motivation to us. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and
Like,
it's an honor to be on here.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, well, wow, I've been in the entertainment industry since the 90s.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a lot of challenges and obstacles and all of that. So, um, hey, thank you for the compliment on that. You know, it's always such an honor for me to meet people like you guys that are doing your own thing, haven't sold out for nobody, because it takes a lot of your own hardworking money, and it takes a lot of your relationships, with your kids, with your
yeah,
wife, with your husband, it to do your dreams. It really kind of alters all of that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And it's, I know it could be very, very challenging.
Definitely.
So for you to keep on doing what you're doing and for doing it for so many years, I say success is not giving up. That's what success means to me, because nothing beats a failure but a trier.
Right.
And if you don't try, then you failed, and you'll never succeed. But the fact that, guys like you keep trying and you keep trying, you're succeeding. That's success to me.
One thing I can,
Because
I'm sorry, I didn't.
nobody knows how long they're gonna be here, right?
right,
Right.
yeah,
So you know what I'm saying? Like, what if one of us go? today or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you ain't lying. We lost like 8 people. What was it last year?
2020.
2020. Well, 2020. We lost like 8 close friends. So like,
yeah,
definitely right about that. Yeah,
yeah, I lost my brother last year, and he was able to do everything on his bucket list before he left here,
yeah,
you know. But and he was pretty healthy, but you just don't know. So I just want to again commend you guys for taking this time out with me and with the world to tell your story and how you began, for encouragement because we all need it. We all need encouragement, you
Yeah.
know. And my saying is, if it's not documented, it never happened.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
Real,
You right
big
about that.
facts. Yeah.
You see, they wrote history.
Right,
Hey, but one,
right.
one thing I want to say to, like, anybody out there that's listening or whatever, like,
Mhm.
with this entertainment, like, you're gonna lose everything. It will take everything from you. It's just about like how you bounce back from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna lose relationships, people, close friends, family. Like, it take a lot, like, when you focus, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes people might want you to succeed, but they want to put a ceiling over you. They don't want you to
Yeah,
reach a certain level.
I don't
And
want you to be over me.
yeah,
Yeah,
once you break that, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta understand that it come with it. It's part of it. It's part of growth, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just being separated to elevation in a different place, a
yeah,
higher place.
yeah. People gotta learn how to take, even if like if I'm around somebody and they like on the directing, if they better than me and stuff, like I'm not gonna sit there and try to be in competition with them. I'm gonna try to learn from that person.
Right.
Because at the end of
Right,
the day, knowing how I learn, like I just learned a new program in what 2 3 weeks, three
Yeah.
3 weeks, a month max. But
mhm,
like the whole point is what I'm saying. Like I ain't ashamed to try to learn something new.
Right.
that's
Like,
right.
every day supposed to be a learning experience, and that's one thing I gotta say. I learned that from the people in the senior homes. Like they tell you all the stuff that they did and stuff like, and I'm like, shoot, I'm just getting started at
Right.
this point. So
Right. I
yeah,
think I think an eye opener for me was the other day. I was on this app, Mobile Patrol, and it was just like, so when I went to it, it was like over 10 people that I knew that was just locked up. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, like, they just wasting their life in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything just stopped for them. And I was like, like, just the value just being free, just waking up every day. Like, I think we take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is. That right there, you waking up every day free, that's winning already.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, so
Mm. Since I've been mentoring a lot of artists for the last past couple of months,
hmm,
and I've been mentoring a lot of rappers. And I'm a house music artist, and I'm into R&B too. But this is my first time, and jazz I'm into. But this is my first time dealing with talking with a lot of rappers, and
hmm,
so a lot of the artists has been just got out of jail. Like I have at least I've talked to at least three rappers artists that just got out of jail, like literally just got out. But you know what? It's been they have been really inspiring me the way their drive is, like wanting to do something different. And like, one guy said he written like over 500 songs while he was in jail.
yeah,
And that's the way he found um his serenity, his peace,
yeah,
through writing. And I'm just like, what, you're golden in the industry. Like, the industry needs writers, so um it's just been very inspiring just to see how people been down and then, they're picking themselves up.
yeah,
Excuse me. And not just picking themselves up, but they're finding people to help them stay up,
yeah,
and to learn from.
oh yeah.
So yeah, I think that piggybacking to what you said, Tommy Jack 248, uh, about how you said, when you see a producer better than you, you don't like, you don't feel like they're competition. You just learn from them.
right,
And see that, and that's a great advice and a great thing to do because none of us, all this stuff that we're doing is not brand new. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
We, whether we was whether we know who we inspired us or it was just running our blood, but it's not brand new. So
Yeah.
there's no reason for us to be in competition because at the end of the day, what God got for us, for you, for me, is for us, and nobody will be able to stop it.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody ever. So I'm a firm believer in that, and I live by that, and that's how I'm able to do what I've been doing since the '90s.
Hmm.
You wouldn't believe how many um, companies and individuals, very rich individuals, tried to buy me, buy my company, buy everything, buy all my ideas. And I just never was going for it, because I too want to stay
Right.
independent and be in control over my dreams and the things that I see. Yep.
Right.
So I think you guys are extraordinary. I love that word because um, so many people that I've ran into over the years is, doing extraordinary things. And to me, what makes you extraordinary, not just the things that you do, but the obstacles and challenges that you overcame to do it.
Right.
We appreciate
Definitely.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't easy. They're definitely not easy. And even what you do, I know this ain't easy and stuff. And you said being in the music industry, since the '90s. Like,
Yeah.
I know you came across all type of bumps in the road and learning experience. So salute to you too.
Yeah, definitely salute to you. Like, being able to stay yourself
Yeah.
in the industry, that's the biggest obstacle right there, like, so definitely salute.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, we are really truly doing this for the kids,
Definitely.
Yeah.
you know? They are really watching.
Yeah.
Um, Not just the kids in our families, but, the kids in the world. One day, the kids that you don't even know in the world will see your work and be inspired by it, you know?
And know that
It's,
I'm
they
al-
can do it too.
it's
Yeah.
already happening. It
I
already
was
happened.
gonna say, I'm sure that's happening already, you
Hmm.
know. But I really was trying to say one day you'll know about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I just discovered about a year ago that my granddaughter's been watching me.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Like every move, like she's been creating books. I've been creating magazines since 1999, and
Mm.
she's been creating books. And we just recently opened up a virtual museum.
Mm. Oh wow.
And yeah, and when I showed her the virtual museum, I showed a few people in my family before we released it. And everybody in my family, they're so used to me doing stuff,
It don't even,
they,
man.
you
Yep.
know,
I know exactly what you mean. It don't even.
they
It don't even.
they don't like get super excited because they feel like I
Oh,
know they
she's
support
supposed
me.
to do that. She's
Right,
supposed to do
right,
that. Yeah, I know.
right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so it's like everything that I do is they're not surprised by it. So, but my granddaughter, oh my God, if you guys could have saw this reaction when I showed her on we were on FaceTime and I showed her the video and she's like, and I'm like, what? And she's like, you got your own museum? She's
Yeah.
like, you got your own. This was like a really big deal to her. And she
That's
was
good.
she was she just turned 10.
Mm.
But I have two, so I should say my granddaughter in Atlanta
Okay.
is the one I'm referring to. But yeah, and then right at that moment, it made me realize the really big deal in the legacy that we're leaving. You know,
Hmm.
Yeah.
the legacy is so important.
Yeah.
So you know, I know you guys are. I like that advice that you give out, Tommy, about um, as long as you're doing things, your heart is in the right place, and as long as you're doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying, that
Hmm.
you'll always be protected. I mean that you didn't say it just like that,
Let me
but
cut out.
you know
Yeah.
that's what I got out of what Ed was saying. You know that you always say. Did we freeze up again?
Just
Yeah.
back. Yeah,
It's
we
back.
right where your heart was in it. You was at when your heart in the right place. That's where you was at when we cut out.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
And you know what? I look forward to a deeper relationship with you guys. You
Definitely.
definitely.
know, connecting and bridging somehow, some way. And
Definitely.
I believe everything is by divine purpose.
Oh yeah.
Nothing's by accident. You know, the universe brings everything together that needs to come together when it needs to come together.
You right about that. Yeah.
So, is there anything that you guys would like? You know what I want to ask you about real quick. Do
Okay.
you feel like you kind of put your music on the back burner? You do more than the other, or how you
I,
guys?
I mean, like honestly, like my last projects, I honestly
Mhm.
had to sacrifice my last projects, cause like how the movie stuff go on YouTube, and like when
Okay.
we were putting stuff originally, like once you monetize music and you put it on a movie or something, it's pretty much like the music takes over the movie. So even if I just a clip, a little tiny clip or something, even if it's my music, I haven't found the way where YouTube identifies me as that's my music. So I won't even be able to monetize certain stuff until I take certain music off. So it's like I stopped putting music on like major sites for a
Mhm.
while,
Okay.
and just was putting it using it for the movies because I'm like, okay, it's good promotion. We getting hundreds of thousands of views on this. Why not
Mhm.
use that as for promotion? Because promotion sometimes promotion's worth more than money. Because
Right.
with certain promotion and stuff like that, it's gonna come where people going if a certain amount of people just find out who you are or just start liking you at once and stuff. It's like that's better than a couple dollars just up front. Because now
Mhm.
you got that audience.
Right.
But but yeah, like I say, like I like my next couple projects I'm putting back on stream. I'm using strictly just for music purposes. I'm not putting them on the movies and stuff. And yeah, I had to sacrifice my music. That's what I will say.
Yeah, and my experience is different though, cause I still been pushing music the whole time,
Yeah, I wasn't.
but like the music that I have for the movies is separate. You know what I'm saying? But I still been pushing projects. I still been, and it kind of I just use the music as a bridge. Like it really just get me to where I need to be. Like certain relationships, you know what I'm saying? Certain looks. So and that's when it all buckled down to it. That's where it all started from, front of music. So that always be like my first love. I love movies, you know what I'm saying? But it's always gonna go back to where it started at.
Yeah, and I love music and stuff like that. But I had realized at some point the movies and stuff paid more than the music. So it was
Mhm.
like it was a no brainer at that point. I'm like, okay, well I'm putting out all this good music and they paying me X and Y Z, but when I put the movies up, it's like they're paying me dot. So it was like, yeah, I'm gonna focus more on the movies. So,
Maybe I
and like,
need to start doing movies.
yeah, because
Uh,
content is so valuable nowadays.
Right.
Yeah, and like especially when we in a position where you like even with you make your own music. You can make
Mhm.
your own soundtracks for your movies and stuff if you wanted to,
Right.
and you can use that. You can make stuff strictly for your music. You can put stuff on what tune cores and all these different little websites where you can get good
Mhm.
marketing, but it's good promotion all the way around. I just feel like with the movies you get both. Like okay, you
Right.
can listen, you get a visual, and you get the music.
Now, do you guys put other music in your movies other than your sales?
Yeah, we will, but it's like with the movies, it gotta be stuff that's like pretty much unreleased or
yeah.
out of the studio because if I use somebody's song that's already on major sites and I can't even monetize or won't even be able to make money off the stuff. So it's like we real particular what we use. So,
Right.
but if it was up to me, I put everybody's stuff on there. I wouldn't care. But at the same
Even
time, I know where this came from.
Yeah, even our
Right.
best songs, like they not in the movies. Like
Yeah,
they on streaming sites, so we can't even use them.
yeah. So like,
Mm.
yeah, can't because like I
Oh
say, you
yeah.
want thing with it. Yeah.
Mm. So what? The last questions that I would like to ask you guys, I got a couple of them. Um, do you think there's a special formula
Form, yep.
Definitely, definitely.
to
Staying,
success?
staying consistent at whatever you're doing. Just constantly trying to be better than what you was yesterday. I feel like the more like I just got one of them type of I got one of them type of personalities. Like whenever I lock in on something, I get so determined that I got to figure this out that I'm gonna figure it out. So I think that's like a give. It messes with my anxiety sometimes. Sometimes I can't sleep trying to figure stuff out. But in the long run, like it just shows me like whatever I try to tap into, I'm gonna figure out if I just try it. So I just tried like my whole thing is being patient now and just really just going for it, whatever I'm that's on my mind. Because a lot of times the stuff that be on my mind, I just don't move on, and then that's the type of stuff that ends up trending. So it's just
Right,
like just start moving more on what's on my mind. That's
It's definitely a formula, but I think the formula for being successful in the industry is the same formula for being successful in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I found out that just positivity alone can take you to higher places. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely my formula. Like staying positive, like the mindset wise, because like if I'm not positive, everything around me just shut down. So I gotta stay positive. I gotta have positive vibes. I gotta be around like minded people. You know what I'm saying? So it separates me from things I don't need to be around, places I don't need to be at, and then like just enjoying life. That's the main formula: being positive, enjoying life, being out, being around people you care about, just genuine, meeting genuine
right,
people. Like so that's my formula.
yeah. And I was saying once we figured out like it got to the point where we realizing how much we actually influence people sometimes. And it's like even like when we go out to clubs, like sometimes I ain't gonna say sometimes, all the time we actually control the whole mood. If we in a good mood, everybody about to be in a good mood.
Yeah.
If it's like this, it's gonna be like this. So it's like we realizing our position more with stuff, and like we're trying to be more responsible with certain stuff and kind of
okay,
pay attention a little bit more to stuff because we like whatever we start doing, like I don't know if it's just like people just that observant or just people just like certain stuff that we be doing, but it tends to catch on. So we're more mindful of that, I
And
would
I'm
say.
and I'm gonna say like we only been like this the last 6 years. We wasn't like this in the beginning. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it a lot of stuff happened. You know what I'm saying? That transferred us to being like this. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through a real situation where like I was looking at like prison time. And I really didn't do anything too bad or nothing like that. But I was just forced into a situation and like how I dealt with it really could have handled, really could have like just killed everything. Like I wouldn't even be here talking about plugged in, plugged out because it never would have happened. Like so, like being in these inner cities or whatever, like you forced to be really in entertainment. You forced to be involved in these certain lifestyles, you know what I'm saying? But it's really depending on how you move, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta do what everybody else doing. You don't have to be in certain situations. You can pick and choose, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta move right. You can still enjoy yourself, but everything might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have to go the other way.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys give awesome answers and you're very informative. I was just saying that you guys answered my next question, and that was, what advice would you give to someone that wants to do what you do? But again, I think you all are extraordinary, and it's such a pleasure to speak with you and interview you. And yeah, I think you are great. And thank you for
Thank
choosing your careers and doing it and never giving up.
and
Yep.
and
Salute.
and thank you for bringing us on the show. We really appreciate it, and
Much love always.
much
Yeah.
success to your show. And we hope to be on here again talking about next projects or whatever else going on and working in the future.
Or celebrating either way.
Vegas,
Vegas.
that's
Yeah.
not far fetched. We thinking
Hey,
Philly,
we would
Florida
love for
next.
you guys to come out to Vegas
Oh yeah.
and celebrate with us. But anytime you guys are welcome, anytime, whenever you got something new coming out, we would love to have you come back and continue to highlight you and celebrate you too. How could our audience get in contact with you guys if they want to work with you, or how can they find your music? How can they find your movies? let us know.
You can start yours off.
Well, it's Ed Rex on everything, all streaming sites, Google Ed Rex, IG Ed underscore Rex, Facebook Ed Rex, Twitter Ed underscore Rex, just Ed Rex.
Yep, and same with me. Instagram is CBETV248, Tommyjack248, and Facebook you can just reach me out directly on Thomas L Jackson, because I have a music page, Tommyjack248 Music, but honestly I'm never really on there, so just hit me up directly. Thomas L Jackson.
Right, and CBTV248 on YouTube for the
Yeah.
plugged in, plugged out series.
Yep, Melanated Vision Programming on Roku. We're on Apple TV. We're on Roku Box, Chromecast,
Fire TV.
and Fire TV.
Awesome. Well, that wraps it up. Hey, everybody, you heard where to find them. Make sure you tune in to them, or you can always email the Chicago Bridge Magazine at gmail.com and ask about any guest that comes on this show, and we will forward information to you. Um, Again, I am your host, Brigette Wiley, and this is the Black History Every Day show, and sponsored by the Real Pretty Plug. And thanks again, you guys, and we'll see you next time.
All
Peace
right,
out.
thanks. Have a good one.
Okay.